Have you ever wondered if that lawyer you're about to hire in Missouri is, well, actually qualified? Or maybe you're just looking for some peace of mind that your current attorney is keeping up with professional standards. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unraveling the secrets of verifying an attorney's bar status in Missouri, which is an absolutely crucial step for anyone looking for reliable legal representation. Seriously, is your Missouri lawyer truly qualified? It's a make or break question. I mean, you're handing over your hard-earned cash, your business assets, maybe even your personal freedom, right? That takes a ton of trust. But trust without verification? Super risky. Checking their bar status isn't just some boring administrative formality. It is an essential tool for protecting yourself from unqualified actors. Let's look at a pretty terrifying real-world example from our sources. Bad actors pull off these elaborate schemes to impersonate licensed counsel all the time. Recently, Amazon literally had to pull a product from its marketplace because of a totally fraudulent intellectual property dispute. These scammers built a highly deceptive website, hijacked the profile info of real, legitimate Missouri attorneys, and then mashed it up with a random physical address in Pittsburgh. It's wild, and it proves exactly why you absolutely need a rigorous verification protocol before signing anything. So, to make sure you don't fall for that kind of trap, we've got an investigator's playbook for this explainer. We're going to cover why bar status matters, navigating the official lawyer directory, understanding attorney status types, uncovering disciplinary records, and finally taking empowered action. All right, part 1. Why bar status matters. Protecting yourself from fraud and unauthorized practice.
Getting a handle on bar status really just means understanding the legal requirements for practicing law. The Missouri Bar's Client Resource Guide literally spells it out like this. The rendering of legal service or advice by such persons constitutes a real danger to members of the public. And you know, they aren't just saying that to protect their own turf. A non-lawyer could completely miss a critical law and tank your entire case. The Supreme Court of Missouri oversees this whole system specifically to protect you from neglect, trust violations, and, outright fraud.
Moving on to part 2, the official lawyer directory, navigating the state's primary verification tools.
Now, to start your search, you only need a couple of details, usually the attorney's full name, the city they practice in, or their bar number. But here's the catch. You got to use the right tool. The state actually has 2 different databases. There's the Lawyer Search Service, but honestly, that's just a commercial marketing tool for lawyers who opt in to say they're taking new clients. What you really want is the Official Directory of Missouri Lawyers. That's the mandatory, exhaustive regulatory roster. It lists every single attorney in good standing, whether they are taking new clients or not.
Okay, so here's your quick step-by-step guide to running that basic check. First, navigate to the official website for the public, which is MissouriLawyersHelp.org. Next, access that official directory of lawyers we just talked about. Then, just type in the attorney's details, like their name, city, or bar number. Hit search and verify their status from the results. Boom. Super simple, right?
Part 3. Understanding attorney status types. Deciphering the results of your search.
So, what happens when the search results pop up? You need to know what you're looking at. Let's say a lawyer's status says inactive. You might think, oh, they're in good standing, so we're good to go, right? Actually, no. An inactive lawyer is technically in good standing. Maybe they retired, maybe they changed careers, but they are legally prohibited from actively practicing law in Missouri. If someone with an inactive status is trying to represent you, that is a huge problem.
But what if you hit search and crickets? Nothing comes up. That's when you trigger what I call the red flag protocol. First, double-check your spelling. Try alternative names, maiden names, or phonetic variations. If they're still nowhere to be found, consider that a massive red flag. Your very next step should be to contact the Office of Attorney Enrollment at the Supreme Court of Missouri for a final determination. They'll tell you straight up if the person is actually licensed.
Next up, part 4. Uncovering disciplinary records. Digging deeper into a lawyer's professional history.
Checking their basic status is great, but a smart investigator digs a little deeper. The trick here is knowing exactly where to look, because the administrative archive is kind of all over the place. For public discipline handed down after January 1, 2006, you can easily search online via the Missouri Supreme Court website or CaseNet. But for anything pre-2006, you actually have to pick up the phone and call the Office of Chief Disciplinary Counsel directly at 573-635-7400. If you're looking for minor post-2013 admonitions, you have to send a direct mail request to Jefferson City. And for pending formal charges, check case.net or contact the Legal Ethics Council. It takes a little legwork, sure, but having this timeline mapped out is an absolute game changer.
All right, part 5. taking empowered action, securing formal documentation, and final tips.
Sometimes a quick digital search just doesn't cut it. Say you're handling a major corporate transaction, doing a compliance audit, or applying for multi-jurisdictional licensing. You need the official, legally binding paper trail. You essentially have two options here. You can get a certificate of good standing through the Supreme Court's portal. It costs $15 and usually ships out in about 3 days. Or, if you need a certificate of disciplinary status, you have to request that directly from the OCDC. Keep in mind, that one requires a signed written request with highly specific details about the attorney, like their date of birth and even a partial social security number.
As a little bonus for today's explainer, I want to share some insider criteria for choosing a reliable attorney that goes way beyond just checking the state directory. First off, if your case involves federal courts, make sure to verify their federal credentials. You can do this through the Western District's PACER system to ensure they meet local rules. Also, take a minute to review Missouri Supreme Court Rule 4. Those are the rules of professional conduct, and knowing them means you know the exact ethical standards your lawyer has to meet. Finally, if you ever suspect broader consumer fraud, don't hesitate to contact the Missouri Attorney General's office. Oh, and of course, it's always a solid idea to read client reviews and check their professional associations just to get the full picture.
Now, before we wrap up, I do need to give a quick professional disclaimer. This explainer provides general information derived directly from official Missouri state sources. It should not be construed as specific legal advice. If you have concerns about an active legal matter, please consult a qualified attorney for personalized guidance.
And that brings us to our final thought. Having this information is powerful, but actually applying it, that's what protects you. These tools are completely public, totally free, and you can use them right now. So I'll leave you with this. Will you take 5 minutes today to verify your attorney's credentials? Just for your own peace of mind. Seriously, don't leave your legal standing to chance. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy investigating.